And now we move to the black sheep of the family, Ninja Gaiden 3.
Ninja Gaiden 3. It's the black sheep of the series for a reason. It's not that good. But even with the improvements they've made with Razor's Edge, it is a mediocre game at best.
The original Ninja Gaiden 3 was not met with a positive critical reception and often didn't feel like a Ninja Gaiden game at all, slowing things down.
He's just a miserable character this time around. The creators were over their heads with this one narratively. Add in a very muddled upgrade system with a stale menu, and you have a recipe for disaster.
What you just saw was extreme case of damage control. The overall concept of the trilogy is much simpler than all of these big channels put. Ninja Gaiden 1, simple gameplay, open world illusion. Ninja Gaiden 2, advanced gameplay, linear game. Ninja Gaiden 3, extremely advanced gameplay with linear maps. Linear game. Arena game. It's more like an arena game, like these Arkham games, these Yakuza games like Fist of the North Star, etc. But as an arena game, Ninja Gaiden 3 excel. It excels in so multiple levels. It cannot be replicated. It is the best in the business. It is in a whole other dimension. The best arena game of all time. And because of this damage control, we will never see the same team making another arena game like this. If you don't understand something, leave it alone. If you don't understand something, leave it alone. In Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, defense is rewarded, while offense is risky. In Ninja Gaiden 3, aggressive playstyle is highly rewarded, and the defense supports aggressive playstyle. For example, you have this new mechanic that has been introduced in Ninja Gaiden 3, which is slide. You could use slide for offense to stun an enemy, or you could use it for defense to escape or do some crowd control or crowd management. When enemies try to perform the special attack which generates red animation, do slide to stun them, then another slide. Now you could do light attack which generates this, or you could do heavy attack that give you the special animation steel on bone. To perform the dash shuriken or slide shuriken, hold on the L3. Hold at the direction that you want to throw the shuriken at. If you let go of the L3, you will get the running animation. Yup, as you can see, Team Ninja implemented slide cancelling in 2012. In 2012, what you see here is slide cancelling. This trend that has taken over the gaming industry in the last couple of years. All the multiplayer you see nowadays has this thing, slide cancelling. And if it doesn't has it, they will do an update to implement it. Team Ninja implemented this thing in 2012. If this is not ahead of its time thing, I don't know what is. And this is the thing about Team Ninja. They're not taking any risks anymore because they saw the backlash. And nowadays Team Ninja are just keeping up with the current market. Producing role-playing games, stamina games, slow-paced games, you name it. Anything that doesn't represent the madness of Ninja Gaiden. Because they saw the loss. The amount of resources to make these games, I cannot even imagine, especially Ninja Gaiden 3 and 2. And it didn't even give them that profit that actually represent the quality of these games. Another mechanic has been introduced in this game as well. A mechanic that could be used for defense and offense. And it's called Cicada Surge. This new ability is a form of parrying. So whenever an enemy attacks, you press L1 and jump button, then Ryu will teleport behind an enemy. Then you have the classic Ninja Gaiden parry. You press L1 and heavy attack to have this launcher type of parry, or L1 and light attack to have this ground parry. The parry timing in Ninja Gaiden 3 is quite tricky. It's not on reaction, it's on prediction. So you have to predict that the enemy gonna do that attack at that specific time, and you do the parry before the attack even lands. Another classic mechanic that has been in Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, Wind Bath. Wind Bath is one of the many things that showcases that Ninja Gaiden 3 is made by the same developers who made 1 and 2. Whenever you do it in Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2, it limits you to the same default direction. In Ninja Gaiden 3, as you can see, it got a significant upgrade. And because of this upgrade, you got a tech that came out of this, which is Wind Bath Cancel. Wind Bath Cancel allows you to cancel this pause you see here, to have a fast-paced, non-stopping gameplay. Let's start this segment with the most significant idea that has been introduced in Ninja Gaiden 3. With all of these weapons, there are some strings you could finish them with charging a heavy attack. Then cancel it with a shuriken immediately. This concept keeps your playstyle active. When you do a standing heavy attack, you can't cancel it with a shuriken. But if you do a slide heavy attack, you could cancel it with a shuriken. And if you do a jumping shuriken then heavy attack, you could cancel it with shuriken as well. Here's another proof that Ninja Gaiden 3 was made by the same developers of 2 and 1. You have this secret attack in the dual katana. It appears in Ninja Gaiden 3. Not only appears, it is significantly better. And when you do a while running light attack with the katana, finally, you could do a standing shuriken without getting into the running animation. Finally. And you have this with the dual katana when you do a while running, then get into the light attack. Finally, you could chain it now with the heavy attack. And not only chain it and get into a launcher, you could do this very nice move. You could hold and get into the string, and you have this variety here you see that wasn't there in Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. And finally, for the first time in the series, you could perform the Ninbo immediately, without waiting for the whole animation. Let's finish the video with this, shall we? People usually use the argument that Itikage left, and that's why Ninja Gaiden 3 is out of touch with its previous installments, Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2. And that's not only false, it's also a discredit to the great developers that made this fast-paced masterclass, Ninja Gaiden 3.